Good morning. Today is the 6th of September and this is the British Motor Museum at Gaydon in Warwickshire. I'm here for the BMC and Leyland Show, which also incorporates the Mini and Metro National Show. There might be a couple of parts to this video because there is an awful lot for me to film here, such as this very nice 1982-1983 Austin Ambassador Van den Pla. It's an 82. And of course a nice Mark II Rover 45. I do apologise in advance for any incorrect information that comes in the video. Wind noise, falling over, background noise, music, anything like that. That's just the way that it goes with the Slightly Shambolic Shuffles, and I do apologise in advance. We're going to be focusing on this particular run through on cars that are not Metros and Minis. There'll be a separate video on those ones, but as you can see, I've run straight into a crowd of R17 Rover 800s along with the earlier XX type. This is a really late XX type one. Is actually 820 turbo from 91 or thereabouts. It's quite late because they're actually advertising very proudly that it's 16 valve and catalyst. Well, this car looks like it's actually been featured on a book cover. This will have the 2-litre turbo engine in it. Earlier type interior, plenty of wood of course. Go and have a look at the difference between the fronts from the post facelift cars. This is an 820, and of course we've got some these are a couple of Vitesses. They're from later on. These very late. That would be last year of production for these, which was 1999. I do like these very late ones in particular for some reason. And the Vitesse was available as a saloon and a hatchback, although I think the hatchback ones are one people remember more, probably because of Alan Partridge. Late Rover 600 here, a bit like the one I used to have. Not sure what engine this is in. It's a manual as well. Manuals are getting rare of these. And that is the slightly later type interior too. Ooh, Triumph TR7. And down here looks like there's some tasty morsels. Ah yes. A Rover 216 SLI. Automatic, just like the one that I used to have myself. Same wheel trims and everything. It's a very late car if it's on an end plate. Over 25 GTI, gosh, those are rare. Be about 2000 if it's on a doubly plate. Predecessor, of course, to the MG ZR, that wasn't launched till the next year. I think these had the 1.8 litre engine in them, 1.8K series. Which sort of, they call them bikinis on the front. Strange little name for them. It's modified 400 R8 saloon. Is that a GSI? Streetwise, of course, a very late one. Slightly earlier type. You've got the non-smoked rear lights on this one. It'd be some 93 or something like that. Is this a genuine Rover 200 BRM? I suppose it could be. We've certainly got the right kind of interior in there. We've got more delicious R8s arriving. Of course, at the front of this one we've got the little orange lower grille, like on the old BRN racing cars. I love the colour of these. Beautiful. It's a very early one if it's on a G. Rather nice. Ooh, my gaze has been drawn by some MGZTs. As you know, I filmed 3 in total of these on my channel. And then some later type 75s. These are the post facelift, or something called the Mark IIs, both from 2005. Yes, there we go. You see the correct type of number plate as well on those. Plenty of MGZT content on my channel, and here is a ZS 180, sort of sister car to my Rover 45 V6. This is a post facelift model with the facelift dash. These are actually quite valuable now. They're going up in price all the time. You can see completely different instruments in this. No wood. Very fast, 2.5 litre engine, 180 horsepower. This, I believe, though, is a very rare one because this is a V8. Yep. It's a V8. Spoiler on the back as well. V8 badge. ZT260 with the twin exhaust pipes. Very, very, very nice. This is an R3 200. Be after 98 because they actually just badged them as 200s after that. Not sure what engine this is. How's it? It's a 214. This will be a K series. You know, you never really can have enough Rover R8s in your life. Lovely Tourer, 400 saloon, another 400 saloon with some interesting alloy wheels on it. Those belong on, I think, the earlier 216 GTI, I believe. Do like R8s, I've owned 2 of those myself. 420 GSI Nightfire Red. And some rather tasty pre-facelift 800s as well, entrance saloons. That's very nice, very clean. This is a Sterling, a very early one. Put on an E-plate. I do like the alloy wheels that the Sterling has. They're absolutely lovely. There we go, very early interior in this one. Automatic, of course. Yeah. Another lovely 800 pre-facelift. 87 SLI. Interesting because they do look quite similar, the 827 SLI and the Sterling. Oh, and Vitesse. Oh, that's very nice. I believe that would be a T series in that. 2 litre. Oh, yes, please. That looks very much like a Triumph Dolomite 1500 HL with some Sprint alloy wheels on it. No, because I used to have a Dolomite 1500 SE myself, which is from 1979, and this is very similar to that. That's got a different exhaust pipe on it from standard. The wheels would have been a little bit narrower on the standard 1500 HL. Oh, very nice as well. Triumph 2000 Estate. I don't know if that plate is genuine though, because the facelift was 69. This is an F, so maybe it's a personal plate or something. This is a 2000 Mark II saloon with a Maestro sunroof on it. Oh, it's lovely though. Look at the colour of the interior. It's absolutely beautiful. What's called the Innsbruck facelift that this has, which makes it look like it's Triumph Stag. And this is a 2500 injection, which has still got the original Lucas unit in it. Bonnets on, of course, these Triumphs do come forward like this with amazing accessibility for the engines. I do like these 2000s and 2500s very much. Classic 70s Triumph dashboard, and this one has fitted with overdrive. There we go. Absolutely beautiful. There's another one here as well. I believe those are road style wheels, if memory serves me correctly. 2500S. Don't know what year that is because it's on a personal plate. It's the carburettor version of the car we've just seen. Oh, this is going to be a lovely, lovely day. Rover 200 VI, 1997. Ooh. This happened to be 214 SCI, well, it's got a K series in it, so could be. Those alloy wheels are very nice. The same ones that are on Mr. Richardson from Furious Driving's Tomcat. Yeah, so it's an SEO, it's got the right interior for it. Nice R3. Ooh, another Mark II 45 without the cloudy headlamps. I had one of these and the headlamps went cloudy. It was probably a connoisseur or something. It's got the headlamp washers on it. Very, very nice. I like these very much. Oh, sparkly metallic paint. Oh, and it's a saloon too. Of course, I know who inspired various people to buy their Rovers, and that's no bad thing. Ooh, it's an SLD. Don't see many of those. Number 25 GTI. Interesting number plate for that. Nice VBC engine, I'm sure it's in that. Lovely colour. Oh, I used to have a car that was very identical to this. It was a S-Reg like this. It was green. It was a 214. It's pretty much like this. It's a base model. It would just be like an eye because it's got the wind-up windows in it. And a little bit of wood on the dash as well. Found my way into MGB section, but before we get too involved in that, I think I've just seen something incredibly rare. Yes, it's a Rover Commerce. Because I've just seen the badge on the steering wheel, but it's got MG bits on it. Maybe this is a converted 25. I don't think so. I think this is a Rover Commerce. They're very, very rare, these vans. This used to sort of confuse me a bit because this is very similar to a car I used to have, but mine was a 216 automatic. This is 214 SLI. It's actually not the same. It's just the same colour because I'll show you the plate. It's in much nicer condition to one I was. With much nicer wings and paint and everything. Original dealer plates. Lovely. Lots of lovely MGBs. Very early one. There's a 64. Some slightly later one here. This would be a 73, 74, thereabouts, something like that. I think this is a 74, 75. GT. Just have a look at the interior of that. Black interior in this car. There we go. And this rubber bumper car, just a little bit later, with of course the Morris Marina interior door handles. I do like this. It's very nice. Very nice. Got a few more here as well. A couple of rubber bumpers. Got GT and one that looks very like the one that Joe and Lumley had in the new Avengers, but I think it's a slightly different colour actually. Get a P-Reg. Right, let's see what else we could find. Lion Scimitar here. And then a couple of land crabs. This is the famous land crab with the World Cup rally back in the day. Hill and Hunter as well. I don't know quite what that's doing there, but never mind. Maxi. Another Triumph 2.5 PI. Another sporting land crab. Again from the Daily Mirror World Cup rally. Lovely. See a motorsport theme going on here. I'll just step out of the way and we can go and look at some Ford Zodiacs. That's right, viewers. Your ears do not deceive you. We have Zephyr 6s and Zodiacs here. I think probably because there's been so few shows this year due to current world events that they're letting other people join in, which is absolutely fine by me. So I get to see this lovely 1966 Ford Zodiac. Isn't that beautiful? It's automatic as well. Ooh. Can't, transmit smell in a video, but that smells beautiful. Another lovely land crab. Say Zephyr 6. We like in Z cars. Another Zodiac. It's really weird with these Mark 3s. They didn't particularly last very long. I don't know why. They seemed in a massive rush to bring out the Mark 4s. Marina Coupe 1.3. Is that Italian plate? Lovely. Be Zephyr 4 if that's got a grille like that. Another Zodiac 64 model. Lucky that the window might be open and we can just look inside. Yes, another automatic Zodiac. This is an absolute treasure trove, viewers. I'm very blessed to be here. And I think behind them, yes, we've got another land crab. It's a Wolseley land crab. I think this is called the 2200. There's also an 1800, so I'll have to just check on the back to be absolutely sure. It's for sale, is there as well? Interesting. It's very nice. Yes, a Wolseley 6. Sorry, I keep forgetting. One of my friends when I was at primary school, his mother had a beige one of these. I think it's about the same age. It's be about a 70, 72. I think the 6-cylinder engine came in a Land Crab only in about 72. It was interesting, about 8 years after I started making them. That's a late Maxi. This isn't the facelift one because that only came, I think, in sort of late 80, 81. This would be about a 79 or thereabouts. 1750 HLS. Ah, yes. Yes, please. Lovely SD1s, including this Vitesse. Would be sort of 83, 84 thereabouts. Nice 75s. That's a pre-facelift car. Could even be a Cowley one actually, because it's got the black sills on it. Oh yes, look at that. With the torpedo badge as well. And this is a later one. This is a post-facelift car from 2004. Still like both pre and post-facelift, to be honest. A lot of people have their preference in that way. I'm not that particular personally. Yes, and another lovely SD1 V8S. I don't think I've seen that trim level before on one of these. This would be 79, 80 thereabouts. We can put the thing through the sunroof there so you can have a look at that lovely interior. Yes, pre-facelift model. There's a post-facelift one, so you can see the sort of comparison between the two. Although the very early ones, like the one in the new Avengers and the Professionals, had a sort of skeleton badge on it, so to get a difference between them. Very nice. 79 V8S. Again, lovely 70s interior. David Bache was the name of it. Bash Bache, I can never remember. Electric windows. I think actually choke lever as well. Now, very nice 60s Rover 2000. Be 67, 68, something like that. Riley Kestrel. So it was the last Riley we ever made. Very sad. And a very nice Morris Minor C. Right, viewers, I do apologise for the music in the background. There's not a lot I can do about that. This is a lovely post-facelift SD1. This is a Vitesse. Whether it's a twin platinum or not, I have no idea. I'm not going to even sort of try to find out. Very, very late SD1 police car. This is, I think, this is Lancashire Force here. They stopped production of these in 1986. And this is a perhaps 87. Right, I'll take a pause just here so we can have that announcement, and then I'll keep going. Right, I think we can continue filming. This is a Rover 2300. I think this is from 78, 79, something like that. Oh, got interrupted again. This is another 2300, much later one. Be about 86, thereabouts. It is a beautiful Sunday morning though. And I do like, again, there's the facelifted interior of one of these. This is an automatic. I don't actually know what engine this is. It doesn't have a badge on the back of it, so I can't tell you, I'm afraid, viewers. I do like seeing all these lovely cars. This is a Vitesse. Very nice. Yes, it is a Vitesse. Oh, I get far too excited about things like that. Much too excited. I should have to go and calm down a minute. More lovely late SD1s. What this one is? Let's take a look at the back and we'll find out. That's an automatic. 2600S. Yeah, it's not the top of the range. That was another red Vitesse. How many of these red Vitesses are there around here? There's loads. Ooh, viewers, now this is exciting. This is a similar kind of car to the one used in the new Avengers. I think it was probably this colour as well. This is on an R plate, but the one that was featured in the new Avengers and the Professionals was on a P plate, although in the Professionals it wore an R plate. It's absolutely lovely. Really nice. This is a manual. The one in the new Avengers was, of course, an automatic. And there is the skeleton badge I was talking about earlier. Another SD1. Slightly later one this time. 1979. These are the wheels that the car in the new Avengers and Professionals would have worn. And there we have the British Leyland badge of, I don't know, Roundel of Doom, Fluggle of Despair, whatever you want to call it. Just go round the back and See if we take another look at that interior. It's a 2600S, so it's a slightly later one. And very helpfully here is a TR7 Sprint. Can't remember offhand what the difference between the standard TR7 and the Sprint was, but this is, I suppose, as close as we're going to get to the car that Joan and Lumley used in the second series of New Avengers. Right next to another Wolseley 6. Lovely. And now, viewers, I appear to have found a Maestro van, but I think this is a Ledbury one, because it's on a V plate, and you know, Maestro officially stopped being made in this country in about 1994, so this was probably from the bits that they had left over from Bulgaria, shipped back and assembled into vans and also into cars in some of them. Yeah, very, very late on a VB 1999. The Austin badge wouldn't be correct for this model, that's be a later edition. But I do really like Maestros and Montegos, and it's very nice to see one of these. That's the Volkswagen gearbox. I do get a 5-speed gearbox in this one, although 4 speeds actually, but there we are. Lovely. And right next to beautiful P6. This is a later one, 3500 of course. And then there's a nice ZS. It's probably a ZS 120, something like that. There we go. Oh, very, very, very nice, viewers. Very, very nice indeed. Well, it had to be done, viewers. Here we have a Vanden Plas Princess 1500. It's not got the picnic tables and everything. There we go, Vanden Plas interior, 5-speed gearbox. This is the E-Series engine, I believe. It's a 1500. And of course the Vanden Plas grille. Be about 77, 78 if it's on an R plate. Earlier Allegro there. It's very clean, isn't it? Very clean. Very clean indeed. 75 Allegro 1.1 Deluxe. Again, a very sort of 70s metallic paint finish on that. Next to one of these other Wolseleys. I keep forgetting with these Wolseleys, actually there was a 4-cylinder version as well. So I better just go and check on the back what I'm filming. Yeah, it's a Wolseley 6. And very helpfully over here, next to this 1800 Land Crab, this is a Wolseley 885 2 automatic. There was a very similar car to this in the Avengers episode You'll Catch Your Death. We actually did cover that in the incredibly long Cars of the Avengers Part 2 podcast that I recorded with Mr. Martin Furious driving back in the day. And the two Morris 1800s, about the same sort of era. I think they're the same colour as well, that's interesting. Have a look at this Marina Super. Set on another end plate. Yes, 74, 75, something like that. I wonder what engine is this? Another very, very kind of period correct colour. Just a 1.3. Next we have Rover P410. It's like a later one from the one that I filmed just earlier on in the museum. Yeah, it's a very late one, 1964. It's the last year they made the P4s. This time this is a later Land Crab. If it's got the 2.2 engine in it, then it's, I think, after 1972. Morris 1800 Mark II. I think there's a road style wheels as well on that. More stuff has just arrived. There we go. Another pair of land crabs. These are both Morris's. One's an 1800 and one's a 2200. This is the sort of final facelift. I think they call these the Mark III. There we go. There's the interior of that one. Gosh, I hope this music's not going to continue all day, otherwise I'm going to be stuff with copyright claims and things. I don't like copyright claims, viewers. I do like this Vitesse, another Vitesse. Oh, I do very much like this colour as well. Absolutely beautiful. Very, very nice. So's this really early Landcraft. Gosh, it's a 1965. It's the one with the sort of lower tail lights like that. You can tell they're really early, because the later ones have tail lights like this. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at that. Oh. Completely lovely interior. And of course a very, very clean 1.8 litre B series engine. You know, viewers, I'm going to have to draw this first part to a close, simply because there is too much here for me to film. It's just got too much of it. Just passing some MGs here, 1100 or a 1300. Loads and loads of Fs and TFs. There is a review of a 2003 MGTF owned by Tom on my YouTube channel for No Budget Reviews, if you want to have a look at that. Just to go down this this row of lovely ADO 16s, I think they're called, 1100 and 1300. Oh, it's a really late ride. I think they stopped production of these in 1969, so it's probably one of the last ones. Yes, it's a Riley 1300 Kestrel. My gosh, it blew my mind there. Anyway, yes, Morris Oxford, a very late one as well. If it's on a G plate, that'd be sort of 69, something like that. Vandenpla Princess 1300. If I'm saying Vandenpla wrong, then I do apologise. There are several ways of saying it, and that's the one that I choose. Slightly earlier Riley Kestrel here. I do like these. They were, for me, the nicest ones of all of them. The Princesses were nice, but the Rileys, for me, are even better. Is that a Riley blanket? Very, very nice. Morris 1300. Wolseley 1100. There we are, there's the Wolseley version. If you're Riley, you got, I think, a rev counter as well. It was very nice. That's the sort of later front end on an ADO 16. It's very, very kind of period appropriate to have these two colours like this. Some Morris Isis was the large one back in the day. So it'd be sort of mid 50s. And that's an Austin A40. Obviously into kind of so things like the Farina cars around here. Two Austin Cambridges, batch 67, batch 64. Both got two-tone paintwork, both with the mirrors on the wings. That's an MG, I think they call these MG magnets. Yes, and there's a Wolseley behind it as well. Very, very late one if it's on the J. Yep, MG magnet, be about, it's an A, it'd be 1963. This one though is a lot later than that. Didn't change a lot in the production line. There's 59 till 71. Wolseley 1660. Oh, I can't possibly end now. Look, it's a Maestro. Oh, that's nice. I don't know what variant this is. Look at these wheel trims and the interior. It's the later type of dashboard from the Maestro. Yeah, it's a 1.3L, it's quite a lowly spec. I don't think those really standard wheel trims on them. Right, we'll just do these Maestros and Montegos and some Acclaims, and then we'll call it a day. Lovely MG Maestro Turbo, MG Maestro 2 litre EFI, very late if it's on an H, 1990 or 91. Another MG Maestro Turbo. I love that colour. Oh, viewers, this is beautiful. Later wheels on that. I think that might be off an MGF or TF. These are the correct wheels for it. They're also the sort of things you find on a Rover 216 GTI. Oh, it's beautiful. I love that. And now we've got some Montegos, and now I'm going to get even more excited. Yes, very early Montego, 85 1.3 in beige, base model, not even an L, a Montego 1.3. Oh, another MG Maestro Turbo. Just get a shot of the interior of this Montego 1.3. Why not? There we are, viewers. Still got a 5-speed gearbox though, but not a lot else. This is a Montego Estate. It's for the later type of interior. That's, I think, the PG1 gearbox, because its reverse is actually down to the right and not up on the left. It's a 1.6. Even got the little rev counter. I never knew on these what on earth the little trailer warning light was for. I remember seeing it on my grandfather's Maestros video he had, because he had quite a few of them, and I never actually knew what that was for. Answers below in the comments section, please. So that's a 89 and 90. This will be 86, 87. I'm not sure what trim level of this is. I will go and check on the back. Doesn't even say. Standard mufflers as well. It looks like something like a Mayfair or a Vanden Plas, but I don't actually know, viewers. Maestro HLE, this was the more economy-minded version of the car, and that has the earlier dashboard in it. This isn't the talking dashboard, this is just the earlier dashboard that they had in them. It's hard to film this. Oh yeah, there we go. This looks like a Vanden Plas. Yes, it's got the Vanden Plas wheels, and it's got the wood cappings as well. Oh, that's very nice, viewers. I'm going to have to go and have a sit down in a while, aren't I? Oh, it's very nice. There's just time before the end for some Triumph Acclaim action. All of them seem to have wide plates on them, which is pretty good. I didn't know how they managed to achieve that. I always wanted one of these when I was looking for the first Classic, which had been in the sort of early mid-2000s now, and they were very, very cheap at the time. These, oh, look fabulous. I know they used to rust quite badly, and this one in particular, that is beautiful. Is this a CD? The CD was the one that, oh yes it is. Oh yes, please. That was the absolute top of the range. It even came with electric windows. I think that's the Triomatic automatic transmission. Yes, it is. Another Acclaim CD with the Triomatic as well. That's very nice, viewers. I will just go and have a nice sit down so I don't get too excited. But thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos from this event. Don't forget to like the video, leave a comment below. I will be doing another video at least on this event, because there is just an awful lot to see here. Please visit my Facebook page, facebook.com/Lloyd Vehicle Consulting. Maestro SL, very nice. And also my Instagram page, instagram.com/Lloyd_vehicle_consulting. Thank you ever so much indeed for watching.